are live.
Hello, good morning, good morning. I'm here with you from the car, so just bear with us. It will be a bit bumpy, but you always have to show up. Remember, 2 weeks ago, we spoke about always showing up. So this is us showing up and providing you with the content that you need. So I'll just start off by saying I've been given this opportunity to present every Wednesday by standing on the shoulders of giants. So I'll just start off by introducing the platform, which is the 8 a.m. Mentorship Academy. On Monday, we have Rev Walter, and then he speaks about all things neuro-linguistics. And then on Tuesday, we have Dr. Sunshine, who speaks about mindset change. She's a doctor of the mind. And you know, a mind is a very powerful thing. The how big your company grows is solely dependent on the personal development of the MD, of the CEO. So it's very easy to get, and that's where culture comes from. So you have to have the correct mindset for you to run an organization effectively. And then on Wednesday, we have myself, who does the Mompreneur series and just recently had the business shower on the 3rd of October. It was very successful. And I'd like to just say thank you for everybody that supported and was present either physically or virtually, or those that supported by just saying a prayer and giving us a second chance, because this is about second chances. I saw the comment that Dr. Sunshine had put, and this was amazing. It's just explains everything about what it is. And then on Thursday, we have Dr. Nelly, who speaks about from just being present from your home to the boardroom, everywhere where you are, you need to be present. And then on Friday, we have the health talks, where we talk about the different supplements that you can take to make your body healthier. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I will dive right into it. And, you know, by coincidence, I'm in this group that's called Zambia Women United. And by coincidence, someone posted something which I'm going to start off by reading. It says, why not business showers instead of birthday parties and baby showers? And I was like, this is so timely, because this is exactly what I just came from having. So I posted the link to the different social media pages, and they're like, oh, this is exactly what we talk about. And we are very much for the fact that, you know, we need to normalize business showers. So I said, okay, this will be the topic for today's Wednesday, because it's something that's very real. So I'll read it to you. It says, we live in a world where we celebrate birthdays, baby showers, and countless other occasions. Yet, we rarely come together to celebrate the birth of ideas. Imagine if, instead of gathering to exchange gifts that fade with time, we gathered to invest in something. Okay, let me turn off my video, and then so that you can listen to my voice better, because I think it's a bit distracting. It's too bumpy here. Let me start again. Okay, so it says, why not business showers instead of birthday parties and baby showers? We live in a world where we celebrate birthdays, baby showers, and countless other occasions. Yet, we rarely come together to celebrate the birth of ideas. Imagine if, instead of gathering to exchange gifts that fade with time, we gathered to invest in something that could last a lifetime, a business. What if we hosted business showers, events where friends, family, and colleagues come together to share ideas, contribute resources, and offer support to help someone start or grow a business? Instead of wrapping diapers or perfumes, we could bring tools, contacts, mentorship, and even small financial contributions. A business shower could be a turning point, a moment where a dream becomes a shared mission. It's a culture shift that encourages collaboration, financial empowerment, and community growth. Let's normalize celebrating vision, creativity, and enterprise, because sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone isn't a present, it's a platform. So this is by Africa Today. So this made me think to say, you know, we're always celebrating birthdays and different occasions, but we rarely celebrate someone making a deliberate effort to get into business. And why this is because over the last few years, I've made a deliberate effort to make sure that I'm very deliberate with business. So I went through first the MCP program. So mindset is very, very important. I started off by saying when you have the correct mindset, you start seeing opportunities everywhere you go. You start seeing, instead of seeing a blockage, you're seeing it as, oh, okay, this is a different opportunity. It's like who was the man who invented the light bulb? He tried, yes, Thomas Edison invented the light, and he tried 1,000 times. Imagine trying something 1,000 times. But with us, you try a business, it doesn't work. Immediately you're saying, no, it doesn't work. It just means it doesn't work the way you had thought to put it together. So it's very important to keep going, keep going, keep going. There's a lot of companies, especially Fortune 500 companies, that started off as one thing and pivoted into something else. So it's very important to make sure that you are constantly iterating, you are constantly changing your mindset to being positive, to looking for opportunities, to gathering information that you need to make informed decisions. So it's very important to make sure that not only are you being deliberate in your mind, but you're also taking the deliberate action steps to do this. You know, action steps are very, very important because they give you like a roadmap that you need to do. So you first discover what it is that you need to do, and then you after you've discovered what you need to do, you need to write down your goals. So you make sure that it's a smarter goal. Dr. Sunshine is going to come in and just explain about a smarter goal because I love the way she explains smarter goals. You know, it's so important to make sure that your goal is smarter because it makes sure that not only are you excited about it, but you are keeping on going, you're keeping on going, you're keeping on going because, you know, achieving something is hard. There's, even when you see people and they are like, oh, this person is an overnight success, it means they've been working behind the scenes, and then you feel that they're an overnight success. I don't think there's anything like an overnight success because everything needs push, everything needs something to be put in before it can come out. So it's like when you're expecting 9 months, the child is yours to carry. After the child comes out, then it's a mission of everybody to make sure that this same thing when you're you're saying, okay, how can we do this? But once you go to the shower, then it becomes now a mission, and can do with your different stakeholders to make sure that you are successful in this. So I'd like to just say it's very important to write down your goals, because once you write down your goals, then it's easier for other people to buy into what it is that you're doing. So I'll at this point call Dr. Sunshine to speak about smarter goals, because I feel this, if your goals are not smarter, then you can't really achieve much. And you will not be excited about what it is that you are doing. So at this point, I'll invite Dr. Sunshine to speak about smarter goals, and then I'll get into how it is you can actually be a beneficiary of a business shower.
Okay. I was just trying to type them there in the inbox, but surely, for sure, smart goals, we turned in mindset change, they are called smarter goals, because there are a lot of times when we set goals, we set smart goals, and they're never attained at the end of the day, at the end of the year, they're still there. And so this is why we really did going in, we researched on why these goals are not are taken. And so we came up with this. A goal can be specific, but we are saying, how are we going to sustain it? It has also to be sustainable. So the S specific, in mindset change, we say add sustainable. A goal is measurable, but in mindset change, we are saying, what is the meaning behind your goal? Because a lot of people see people do a lot of things People do a lot of things in their own environment, but you'll find that they attach different meanings to something that somebody is doing when they are not doing it. So we say, you yourself, you should have meaning, your own meaning towards the goals that you have set. So that even if there's someone who is copying your idea, or who is imitating you, cannot have the same result as you, because you, the meaning is the one that you place on it, and the other people's meaning is different from yours. And so we also say the A, attainable. We say, yeah, the goal can be attainable, yes, but you can put it out there, and if you don't take action, it is not going to materialize. So the A there is action, because or it's act. Action changes things. Action changes things. And then there are the realistic. For here we say, yes, the goal can be realistic, but what is the reason behind that goal, so that it can push you? It can push you. The reason pushes you to attain the things that you really want to attain. And then the time bound. We say this time bound, we add that, again, even if you've said you're going to do it at such a time, we say take action. So action actually takes a lot of things that we want. So if we don't take action, it will just stay there. So the T is yeah, that's what we're talking about. The E, we've actually extended it, the ER, smarter, ER. So the E is you have to have the energy to do the things that you want. You must be excited. You must be excited on the things that you want to do, on your goals. It must be exciting. And all these things that we do, if you do not have the energy, you are not excited, you're not energized in the things in your goal, it surely is not going to happen. And also we talk about the R. This R is just to rearrange, reaffirm, re-strategize, because a lot of times when you fail, like Sampa was talking about, the 1,000 times that the person who invented the light bulb failed. So he rearranged. He realized that thing does not work. He actually had to do it different ways. So rearrange, retain what it is that you want, and reframe. So the arrow has got a lot of meaning around it, so that it just gives you the impetus to do what you want, so that you can be able to take action of the things that that are happening in that specific goal that you have put across. So this is what it is that Sampa wanted to do, and this is why even we, after the business shower passed, we are still rearranging. What could we have done better? How do we do it? So every day it is rearranging, reaffirming, reframing, reorganizing. There are a lot of things that we need to do that would make us really realize our goals, reorganize ourselves. That will make us do things that we want. So
And review.
there you go. Yeah. I put them there so that
Yes.
we can be able to see them. Okay.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And a lot of us, when we fail, then we feel, oh, okay, no, I'm not going to try again. But what makes the difference between someone, even in our coach, I follow Y Combinator. So they are investors that invest in businesses, and they say we never ever invest in a business that has not failed before. And that got me thinking to say, okay, this is interesting. So Y Combinator says they don't invest in businesses that haven't failed before. Why? Because when you haven't failed, you don't think about things like distribution. You don't think about things like, oh, okay, what is my EBITDA? You don't think about things like that. You don't think about, okay, what is the profit?
There are the bumps
Mechanism
going,
of
so
checking whether you are achieving your goal, how far you are from achieving your goal. We are on your favorite road, the road that always makes the jeep start. Yeah, so that's what it is. So reorganizing and reviewing is very important. So you always have to assess. You make an assessment. Okay, even when you're budgeting, you set a target. Okay, this is my target against what it is that your target against what has actually been realized, and then you assess. Okay, what is the gap? What is the gap that I have found? What that does is, not only are you thinking, forecasting, you're not thinking about the now. You say, okay, I've only managed to find 5 clients right now, and my target is to find 15 clients a month. Meaning next month, when you start next month, you're going to have to start on a deficit of 10 clients, meaning that you have to find 25. And once you start working like that, you find in a good month, you find 50 clients. So it means that what you've done is you've established a mechanism of checking what it is that you found and what against what it is that you need to do. So it's very important to review and reorganize. Only when you do this are you going to now be able to say, okay, my sales strategy will be this, because it's not always sales that you need to be strategizing. You also need to speak to clients. So the time that, let's say in a month you found 50 clients, then you can say, okay, now I can start engaging my clients because I've met my quarterly target. So let me start talking to my clients, who these are and the like. So this is, it's huge. The business shower is so huge because it not only teaches you how to run your business successfully, but it also teaches how to align yourself, how to realign yourself, and how to make sure that the goals that you are assessing have materialized. So this is so important to make sure that what you're doing is working. So at this point, I'm going to now talk about what you need to do to be part of the business showers. So it's pretty simple, right? You need to first go through the mindset change program. Once you've gone through the mindset change program, then your mind is ready to take in information and not always attach meaning to what people are saying, not always attach meaning to your failures. There's actually a book called GoPro, which is it's sort of it's network marketing put in, like the best strategies of network marketing put in a book. So I would actually ask you to call the number that is scrolling down there so that you can get a copy of the book, or you can call 0955 77 now copy of the book towards achieving your goal. This is real life. This is real life. It's very, very important to make sure that not only are you deliberate in growing your business, you're very deliberate in making sure that what you're doing okay. Okay. So I spoke about doing the message change program, and then I happen to have been a list on the Awe program, and this award was just a testament of how hard I worked. I'll tell you a short story. When I was into the Awe program, I just delivered my baby, and so I called and said, okay, I've been selected in this program. And when I was applying, I didn't think it would soon. So she said, okay, so what do you want us to do? I said, I don't know, and my maid has just left, so I'm not sure what to do at this time. So she says, no, you go with the baby. And guess what? That action of going with the baby actually puts me above a lot of people, because it showed that I'm resilient and I'm determined to make sure that my goals are achieved. So don't let setbacks or life issues stop you from achieving your goals. This should actually be even more push for you to achieve your goals. So it's business showers. It's just come as a culmination of everything that I've been through. And so the next person who's going to have their business shower, you need to come and go through the MCP program. Once you've gone through the MCP program, then we'll teach you about entrepreneurship and ask you, okay, how far have you gone? What gaps do you see? And once this happens, then you can actually then receive a business shower. I was actually having a conversation with Sandra yesterday, and I said, I think that it makes sense that since you've gone through the program, that probably you'll be the next recipient of the next business shower, so that people see that this is actually very deliberate and very real. So Sandra is someone who came to our class, not the class, someone who came through this conversation not too long ago. I think that was should have been 5 weeks ago. She was talking about Kuzipa, which is a balloon deco company, and she's doing amazing things. And this is something which we say, okay, no, the benefit of this is to always give back, always give back, always give back. So Sandra, maybe you would want to say something just about the business shower and what you saw, because we are also very involved. And that's the thing, you have to be involved. You can't come in and then think from the outside, then you will receive your business shower. You need to become part of the community for you to access this. So maybe I'll give Sandra the opportunity to say something.
Good morning. Good morning, Sampa. And good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, great. Actually, it was one of a kind. Learning and being part of the business shower really opened my mind to many things. The support that I saw was overwhelming. Where people just gather and just want to see the best, want to help you move to the next level of your goals and to do the things that matter the most to you. I really enjoyed every part of it, from the planning aspect, how intentional the setup was, the planning, the contacting of the people, and just the responses, the positive responses that we got. We got a lot of positive feedback, whether in monetary, in presence, in messages. It really inspired me to think that out there are people that can actually push you to become the best version of yourself. And I'm really looking forward to many more business showers. Thank you so much, Sampa.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. And like, what would you be looking at? Like, what was, like, the mission of the business shower was to usher people into what it is that Digibusiness is doing, right? And then with your deco, I think it's so amazing that you've specialized in garlands, because specializing also is really, really important, because it makes you the go-to person for that particular thing. So I just want you to speak about what exactly in terms of support you'd be looking for, so we can start knowing what to do.
Okay, so in terms of support, really, it's partnerships. Yes, I could have niched into the balloon industry, but honestly speaking, it takes a lot to create a garland. So there could be partners that could come on board and we can sign partnerships and work together, because there are many aspects to that. There's the training aspect, there is the backdrop aspects, there is the accessories aspects, there are the balloons themselves. So there's a lot that can be done in this niche, and together I know that if I have somebody come on board, or I have somebody to push me to that next level where I can even create more and bigger, greater garlands, that would really, really make me happy. So I'm looking forward to growing and expanding, looking for partnerships, and also just becoming the greatest Z balloon planner in Zambia. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. And I see how even the way you do your deco, the way you put the balloons, I haven't seen anybody do it like that. A lot of people are into deco and the like, but then they're spread thin into what they actually do. But for me, what stood out for me about you is that you even know where to get the balloons. You're like, okay, no, these balloons, they will pop if they're in the sun for too long, or these balloons don't shine as much. So it's very experiential, from where I'm standing, where you've grown from experience, and this is why now you know where to source, you know where to do this, you know where. And when you're speaking about partnerships, I'm sure you've already identified who it is that you want to partner with. We can get deeper into this at another point, but it's really, really commendable how you've structured your business already. And this is from being deliberate with what it is that you want to do. And I just want to commend you on that. And I'm happy that you are on this call today to just let people know that, okay, business showers are for people that have gone through the program. Why? Because you already know your high payoff activities. You've already identified what you need in terms of partnerships. You've already identified where you want to, maybe your inventory, where you're going to get your inventory from. You've identified, okay, if you want to train somebody to be your assistant, these are all things that you've already identified, because we in the MCP program, she tells us how to go through our high payoff activities, low payoff activities, how to take deliberate steps towards achieving your goals. So I'm really, really happy for us to plan this further and to see that it comes to fruition. And I'm so glad that, everything is just coming together. And I'll just like to say a big thank you to everybody that supported, to Dr. Sunshine, to Sandra, to the ushers that were there, to my parents especially. And my mom is uniquely placed because she's not only my mother, but she's also my mentor. So it's something that's really, really amazing, because I'm constantly learning and she's constantly teaching me, and she never gets tired, because she looks at it both from a mentorship and a mother perspective. So for me, I take it as a blessing. And I'm really, really thankful for everything that, and everybody, all the support, the associations I belong to especially, they support, they come through with so much support. And I'd just like to say a big thank you. And in terms of corporate governance, I just want to say a big thank you to IOD for offering 2026 membership, because I think this will do a lot towards growing my own, not only business, but also my mindset, and also the strategic positioning that I need to grow the business. Because Digibusiness is a very B2B business. So being in an opportunity like that will not only grow the business, but will also add credibility to it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And a big thank you to Dr. Ruth, who was the MC at the event. She was amazing. Like where someone knows exactly what to do without even being told, or she directed the event to amazing. I can't even say anything. So I would just like to say a big thank you to everybody, Judge Gaudi, to everybody, our permanent secretary of labor. Thank you so much, Mr. Zakaria Luhanga, and Yvonne. Thank you to everybody, and more especially, thank you to my parents. There's a lot of direction that is put in a child when they're growing, and I'd like to think that it's been very deliberate how they've made sure that all of us have gone into business. Because my older brother, my younger brother, myself, and my younger sister, we are all business people, and this is from seeing how we've actually benefited from them having been business people as well. So thank you, and I'll see you at the next Mampreneur series, which is next week Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I also just want to express gratitude, because your posts have actually ignited a lot of energy in young people. And I just want to reaffirm that, because we got a lot of feedback. There's some who want to partner, like our person who actually was our number one promoter of the mindset change, our mindset change ambassador, Carol. She actually came through and says she would want to be part of the partnerships that are happening around business showers. So people are welcome. We want to just build, not just, it's only that there has to be a beginning, and charity begins at home. You can't you can't give what you don't have. And so this preparation of Sampa's business shower has made us really realize that this is huge, and we're able to reach out to a lot of people through just mentorship, through the people that are willing. Everybody knows what they want, but sometimes it's just the journey. So we are a carpet to ride on to where your 50 meters is taking you. I remember Dumisani was talking the last time that we were on a platform together. I watched him admirably saying, all our journeys, all our businesses, all our goals are just 50 meters away. 50 meters away is where our goals are. So how far is your 50 meters? And basically it means that when you're driving in the dark, like the way we do every day, we've got our, we are driving in the dark, and we put on we are in the car, we put on the lights. Even the light only shows 50 meters. So that is the way that he was describing it. So we can see where our journey is going, but it doesn't matter what is beyond the 50 meters, but what are you seeing in your 50 meters is what will help you to align and make it visible and make it happen and make it worthwhile for you. And we do that after we've prepared you, using your own mind, using all the things, because the program helps you to just come out with the things that you want, and then the system helps you just to put them in place so that you can be able to use them. So thank you so much for today, and we're looking forward to the next Wednesday. I'm sure one mompreneur is going to show up, who we are going to speak to and say, when are they ready? If you are somebody who has already done your mindset change program, and you really want to start, you want to get your network going, we can help you get that network going, and we can interact with them, and you'll be the reason for the next business shower. So thank you so much for today, and we wish you all the best, Sampa, in your Digibusiness. There are so many people who are looking to be compliant, and those are your clients already. You've got a platform where those people can be taken from. And all the very best from us at the Institute, and also as your parents, we are just wishing you all the very best. Have a great day, everyone, and enjoy the day, and be able to actually manage yourselves today by thinking of your smarter goals. Thank you so much.